Sometimes I just hate working on cars. What should be a very simple job can just snowball into something much bigger, and this is one of those. So I've got a Land Rover Discovery 4 here, and the mirror in this case wasn't adjusting in all four directions. It was only moving on two of the axes. Yet when I flicked the switch to move the mirror on the other side, at the time it was working in all four axes. So I assumed that it was the motor behind the mirror on this side which was faulty. So I bought a new motor. Fortunately I managed to get one on eBay for £40, which wasn't too much, and replaced it, and it didn't make a scrap of difference. But then I tried adjusting the mirror on the passenger side, and that's now playing up as well. That's now only moving in two directions and not four as it previously was doing. So it's got an intermittent fault which wasn't showing itself before. So I then concluded that it must be the little adjuster here in the door that you use to move the mirrors. So I had to order a complete new switch back because it's one whole unit with all the door switches like that. But again, I managed to get one on eBay for only £20, which is quite cheap for what it is. It was an unbranded, cheap Chinese one, but I suspect it came from the original factory because it's absolutely identical. This one is the original Land Rover one, that's the new one, and it's cured the problem. But to change that, you have to take the whole door card off, as you can see here. But to take this door card off, you've then got to take off this cable that goes from your internal door handle down to your lock here, and when I did that, this plastic end snapped. So I then had to buy a new cable, because if I superglued that it wouldn't last very long because there's quite a lot of strain on that. But fortunately this was only £10 off eBay for a brand new cable, and that new cable is fitted inside the door here and goes down to the lock here, but getting that out is a right challenge. Because this window regulator sits here, you can't get access to the lock, and the way I've had to do it is to remove the speaker, and this is the only access inside the door. So I then had to separate the glass from the window regulator, so I've had to take the glass out at the top there, and it's sort of partially out as you can see, and I've got it all taped up, which then allows you to move the window regulator here out the way. I've had to take the sliding bars out which supports the glass, and that just allowed me to get that out of the way to get access down here to the lock, and then with the 3 screws there I was able to remove the lock, remove the wiring harness, and I've now been able to fit the new cable. But hopefully all of this will go back together without any more bits of plastic breaking. And it's been a right challenge, and it's been delays because of buying all of these extra parts. But all of this was just to fix a door mirror which wasn't moving, and it's escalated into such a bigger job with some right challenges when you're working inside a door here with very limited access. But anyway, thank God other people share videos on YouTube showing you how to do some of these things, because that's been a great help, and that's exactly why I do the same. That's why I make YouTube videos, just to share information to help other people fix their cars. But this isn't one of those videos. This is just really sharing my frustration because such a simple job has blown into such a big job with more replacement parts than I thought I needed. But anyway, power of the internet, I got the parts cheaper than they would be if I'd have gone to Land Rover, and I managed to find videos which showed you how to get the glass out, how to get the window regulator out without me making too many mistakes. But it's still a bit of a challenge. But as always, it's down to knowledge, because modern vehicles are just complex things. So what can look like a relatively simple job to do, if you haven't got experience in that vehicle, it can be really challenging. And modern vehicles are just so complex. Just look at what's inside a door on a modern vehicle, and then there's obviously a lot of modules and things in the door card as well. So that's why when you're working on vehicles, it's best just to specialise and stick to a brand, because half of the challenge is understanding how a vehicle works and what the common issues are on them, and building up that knowledge base. As this is my own vehicle, the extra time this has taken to fix a door mirror, I suppose doesn't really matter, but I'm just very grateful that people out there make YouTube videos showing you how to fix things on vehicles, and that's why I will continue doing the same. Okie doke, I'll see you on the next one.